Hello my lovely friends, I'm Yulia and welcome to my YouTube channel. Last week I showed you how I paired tea and chocolate. Well, today I'm in the beautiful sunny Russia and I'll be showing you how I make my own healthy artisan chocolate from scratch using all natural ingredients and sweetened two ways. One, sweetened naturally with dates with no added sugar, and two, sweetened just like a chocolatier would sweeten it, so with sugar or with maple syrup to make it healthier. As an environmental scientist and the daughter of two doctors who have always brought me up to be conscious of healthy eating, this recipe makes me particularly excited because not only is it very good for our health, it's packed full of minerals, fibre and antioxidants of course, but it's also really good for the environment and it's very sustainable compared to most shop-bought chocolates. Additionally, even though it's super easy to make, it will really impress your friends and taste absolutely delicious.
What's that?
Dragon Ball.
That's the one that I actually bought from you. The very first one.
Yes,
But this one.
Yeah.
Like nuts and stewed
Yeah, it's
vegetables.
quite nice.
Hi guys! So today I've got the boys to help me. Here's my brother Sasha, who's the co-founder
Hey
of the
guys.
Sweetened tea company, which is the little company that we've set up.
Yes.
Anyway, and here's Victor, my boyfriend.
Hi.
They're going to help me make chocolate and also distract me by drinking tea. So we're drinking Dragon Well today, aren't we?
Only 2 cups. We don't have enough for Yulia.
Oh. So the first thing we will do is we will cut the, could one of you cut the chocolate just like this?
Can I have a go?
Yes.
Oh, it's a kind of.
So here we're doing
It's a kind of like
bain-marie.
cutting soap.
Yes, another good
Yeah,
example.
it's
Yes,
kind
you
of
see, that's what you do as a child. Just take anything, and you're like, ooh, let's see what happens when you cut it up. And then your parents, why we don't have any soap, or there's no candles, there's no electricity again. What are we gonna do?
Oh.
Basically, this is cocoa mass. This is raw cocoa, but the raw cacao basically, cacao mass. But the thing with the cacao mass is, as you can see, Sasha, can you taste a tiny bit and just tell me what the texture is like? I know you've got the texture. This chocolate is very porous and it's very, the texture is kind of soy-like and very waxy, so we need to temper it. So here we've got some boiling water in here and it's just to help the chocolate start to melt. Or, got chocolate tea.
Oh, wow.
Is it okay if we've got some bits left?
No, it's not. So you need to wait for it to melt completely. So you keep mixing it until it's tempering is basically just melting the chocolate, and raising the temperature of the chocolate helps to align the particles in the chocolate so that the chocolate becomes smooth. And once Victor has finished doing that, the next thing we'll do is we will add a little bit of really good vanilla extract. I also use raw cacao mass in this to make it even healthier and even more antioxidant packed. I'm going to add some hot dates. So these are chopped up, pre-soaked overnight dates and in hot water.
Yeah, very hot.
And I've just heated them up in the microwave. The reason everything has to be hot is to make sure that the chocolate doesn't solidify. And then after this is all mixed, the next thing we will do is we will put this through the sieve to make sure that this mixture becomes really smooth.
Could you put it like in a very powerful blender as well?
You could do that, yeah, you could do that on the food processor, but it's basically because we don't have a food processor here where we
So
are.
it's more real, more organic, handmade chocolate. Handmade, organic, healthy, sugar-free, natural
And then use any
cocoa
electricity.
chocolate.
And you just need to scrape this off the bottom of the sieve. Oh. This chocolate is actually so healthy that recently I've been having it on my morning commute to work on the train for breakfast, together with a cup of East Cotton Burgess tea to start my day in the really, really lovely, best possible way. The thing we'll do is we'll grind some soft brown sugar in with the pestle mortar to make sure the chocolate is smooth. Mix it in.
I like mixing.
Thank you very much.
Salt dissolves, but sugar doesn't. It only gets into smaller particles. So
Absolutely.
the more you grind it, the more smooth it's going to be.
So because there's no water in the cocoa mass, it's not going to dissolve. So that's why you need to grind it before adding it in. Otherwise it won't dissolve, it will be in pieces.
That's true.
After we have tempered the chocolate once, we need to cool it down, stirring it the whole way through to make sure that the fat and the cocoa don't separate. and then after it has cooled down again, we want to temper it again. This time we'll be using a hairdryer to make sure that it melts slowly, and we will temper it to a temperature of 31 to 32 degrees, so just below the human body temperature. You can do it to check whether the chocolate has tempered if you don't have a temperature thermometer. It's actually dab a little bit on your wrist and see if it stings. Yeah, it does sting a little bit, but not a lot, so that means that it's tempered at a perfect temperature. So I've just taken a takeaway box and put some foil into it, and now we'll just transfer our chocolate mixture into here. So here. Yes. And the next thing you'll do is just put it in the fridge
Okay.
to solidify for an hour or so. Although this chocolate is super easy to make, it's never failed to impress my friends and family. It was actually my best friend Libby's wedding last weekend. So in her gift hamper, in addition to some East Gothenburg's tea and some artisan coffee and some jam that I made for her, I've also put in a few bars of this chocolate.